and thank you for visiting our channel. In 2014, my husband and I bought this 2004 foreclosed home located in central New Mexico. We saw it as a diamond in the rough and transformed it from this to what it is today. In our last video, our major project was to clear our back field of tumbleweeds, sagebrush, goat heads, and cacti, and put down some mulch. I've linked that video below. Our next project was to install the Paver Patio, xeriscape the backyard, and install some steps from the patio to the back field using some old railroad ties that were used on the property. The porch area already had a concrete slab, but we wanted to add a paver patio to add beauty and also eliminate as much dirt being tracked into our house as possible. As they say about New Mexico, lots of beach here, just no ocean. So we measured to see how big we wanted the patio to be, and then went to our local home improvement store and picked out a color, size, and style of paver that we liked, and had several pallets of these particular pavers delivered to our home. We started to clear and level the backyard, and had several pallets of bagged paver sand delivered as well. Now, had we known how much sand we were going to have to use, we would have had a truck deliver the sand by the yard instead of using bags, because it's way more expensive to use bagged sand, and we went through a lot of it building up our ground base due to living on an incline with our backyard sloping downward. Once we had the yard cleared and fairly leveled, we put the weed paper down and started laying and leveling the pavers one by one. Now, these pavers were 15 by 15 inches and close to 40 pounds each. Talk about back-breaking work. I was in my early 40s at the time, and I can't even imagine putting in this patio all over again at my age now. We were crazy to do it ourselves, but we took our time with it, and we would lay a couple rows each weekend, with my husband doing one half of the row and me doing the other half, and then we would meet in the middle. We had to cover the patio with tarps and plastic to keep the rain and snow from washing the sand out. After the pavers were all laid, we installed a row of cinder blocks around the perimeter of the patio and filled them in with sand to help stabilize and prevent the pavers from shifting. We also rented a plate compactor to settle the pavers into place, but immediately found that it was useless and served to be more of a nuisance than a help due to it cracking some of our pavers, so we immediately stopped using it. Finally, to finish the job, we had to sweep polymeric sand in between the joints and wet it down to semi-cement the pavers into place. It was such an accomplishment to finally get it done, and it took many weekends to do. We were very happy with the results and still are today. Next, we started xeriscaping the yard to save on money and maintenance due to living in the hot, dry Southwest. We went to our local landscaping company again and bought 3 different types of crushed stone and a gravel sand mix for one side of our house where our dog goes to the bathroom. The 3 types of crushed stone were Santa Fe Brown, which would be the main stone throughout the xeriscaping. Sunset Rose would be used for the walking path to our mailbox in the front yard. Stay tuned for a video on that. And Gray Pea Stone would be used for the driving path down into the back field. We started by laying a thick, high-quality weed paper down and spread the Santa Fe Brown. But immediately noticed a big problem, and that it was loaded with loose dirt. My husband then had to create a sifter to sift the dirt out of the rock, which made the job of spreading the Santa Fe Brown much harder and added an extra step. We then spread the gravel sand mix on the north side of the house for our dog's bathroom area. And on the south side of the house, we installed another paver walking path and spread Santa Fe Brown on one side and left the other side bare against the house to put in a rose garden. stay tuned for a video on that as well. Finally, we spread the pea stone for the driving path down into the field. The pea stone was such a delight to spread because we didn't have to sift it, and it was much lighter in weight than the Santa Fe brown was. The xeriscaping took us several weekends to complete, but with help from our son, the three of us managed to get it done. When we demoed our front yard, stay tuned for a video for that project as well, there were old railroad ties that were removed. I strongly believe in repurposing and recycling, so I decided to add some steps from the Paver Patio going down into the back field. I dug, leveled, and reburied the ties to make some solid, sturdy, and useful steps that should last us for many years. This is what our backyard looks like today. It's been a few years, and we did have some settling in places here and there with the patio, but we feel it adds to its character. We added a fire pit, benches, planters, and have a beautiful garden, which we will be posting more videos showing you those projects and how we got our backyard to look like this. We want to inspire you all to want to beautify and enjoy your home. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.